up, y'all? Chargers Truther coming to you after week 4. We just beat the Houston Texans 34-24 in a close game. You know, it came down to the end, but in the beginning we were really beating them pretty bad. I think winning by like three touchdowns or at least 3 scores, and then we let them get a little hope. They closed it to just about a 3-point game, and then we had a final drive where we scored a touchdown, but on that drive we had to convert a 4th down, and it really could have changed the game. Anything could have happened, but you know, at the end of the day we got the win. We're in 2-2 now. It was a huge win. I think the thought of dropping to 1-3 was completely terrifying, and you know, going back to 2-2 is like right in the thick of things. You know, to make the playoffs, you're probably gonna want to be a game or 2 above 500. But yeah, this was just a huge game. Exactly what the doctor ordered. Get back on track after that bad Jaguars game. Justin Herbert looked like he was more or less back to his normal self. The run game actually, you know, was working for the most part. It wasn't the best, but it was better than in the past games. You know, our defense was pretty good. Receiving was good. So, yeah. Cheers. Some Corona right here. I'm gonna go over the stats and let you know what I think. So, passing, Justin Herbert 27 for 39, 340 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, and 113 passer rating. Yeah, last week Justin Herbert had a bad game, but it was still like just below 300 yards and 1 touchdown. This game, this is average for Justin Herbert. 300 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's pretty much average Justin Herbert. He can do better, but it's just incredible to you know, realize that that's his average. 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, you know. And it was just great to see him. I mean, I wouldn't say he's recovered from that rib injury. He's probably far from it. But, you know, we didn't see him wincing. We didn't see him, you know, holding back too much. It just looked like the Justin Herbert that we have come to expect, really. And big thing is that he took 1 sack here, but it was more like he was about to run the ball and he slid. So you got to give it to our offensive line for protecting him. The big story of the day was Jamari Salyer at left tackle. He was like a 6th-round pick out of Georgia, I think. I think he was out of Georgia. Yeah, 6th-round pick starting at left tackle for the first time, and he was pretty much quiet the whole game, which is exactly what you would want from your left tackle. He pretty much just silenced their D-end on that side. He completely exceeded expectations. He looked like he belonged, and it's just such a sigh of relief to know that, you know, obviously it's a tragedy for Rashawn Slater to go out, but to realize that we have someone like Jamari Salyer come in and just, you know, just pull his weight and help this team win. You know, really, it was only 1 game. We'll give it to him. You know, we don't want to, you know, we're not saying like, oh, he's the best, you know, he's so incredible, but he did well. You know, you got to admit that the Texans don't really have a good pass rush. I don't think they have any big time player that he was going up against, but it's still NFL. They're all great players, and Jamari Salyer definitely exceeded expectations, and, you know, definitely I would say either the most or the second most important storylines of this game. So, gonna go to rushing. Austin Eckler, 13 carries for 60 yards, 4.6 average, 2 touchdowns, and a long of 20 yards. It's like, thank you. This is what we are expecting. We've been waiting for you to actually start moving the ball. I mean, look at the stats. He only got 60 yards, which kind of shows you how low that bar was, because he was literally getting like 20 yards, 30 yards, like in a below 3-yard average. So Here he's averaging over 4 yards, 2 touchdowns. Yeah, Austin Eckler, you did good here. You did good. You reminded us of what we know you can be, pretty much. So proud of Austin Eckler for coming out and having a big game. Josh Kelly, 4 rushes, 15 yards, 3.8 average, long of 6 yards. When I was watching him, he looked like he was good at running the ball. You know, he was doing good. He was getting the yards that he was asked to make. He wasn't explosive. He wasn't amazing, but I think he did his job. I think he did his job, and that's what we are. That's really all we're asking. Do your job. You know, you hear Bill Belichick say that. Just do your job. That's it. Just, when we need 4 yards to get a first, 5 yards, fall forward, get those yards. That it's a big deal. It adds up. Sony Michel, 6 yards. 6 carries for 11 yards, 1.8 average. Not very good, but I think I remember him rush for 1 first down, which was pretty big. I mean, in a game that really comes down to the end like this, every first down is huge throughout the entire game. You look at the entire team rushing, 27 rushes for 81 yards, 3.0 average. It's not that good still, but we're improving. We showed we did better than in the previous games. It's not where I personally at least would want it. I want to see us rushing for 100 yards each game. But yeah, it was better, and we'll take that. We won. So whenever you win, you're gonna spin things in the positive, in the positive light. Okay, gonna go down to receiving. Mike Williams, 7 receptions, 120 yards, long as a 50-yard catch. I hear people talking bad about Mike Williams like he's overpaid. Maybe he is, but he's a good receiver. He's a big dude. He's a beast. He has value. He's freaking good. He's maybe not the best. He's maybe not, top 10 in the league. Maybe. I don't know. That'd be a tough call. Top 10, but he's around there. I'd say he's around top 10. I don't know. I'd have to look at everything, but he's a good receiver, and I appreciate him on this team. And he did good today. Gerald Everett, 5 receptions, 61 yards, 12 yards catch average, 1 touchdown. Did good also. Did good. 61 yards and a touchdown from the tight end. That's a good day. Austin Eckler, 6 receptions, 49 yards and a touchdown. He also did really good. I remember on that 4th down play, which pretty much the game was in the balance. We needed that 4th down play. We did that super good fake handoff rollout, and Eckler just busts out into the flat. That was a good play. Why don't we give it to Lombardi right there? That was good. Helped us win that game. We really, really, really needed that. That was huge. Michael Bandy, 2 receptions, 49 yards. Good to see Michael Bandy out there. I was saying that he was going to make the practice squad. I was wrong. No, I was saying he was going to make the roster. He didn't make the roster. Made the practice squad. I was wrong about that. But he's a good player. He's short. He's little, but he's a good player. And I think there's a spot on this roster, at least when we have someone go down. He's a good backup. We want depth. We want guys when they come in that they can actually perform. You want NFL level dudes, and I think he proved that. He's NFL level. He's gonna be playing. So Josh Palmer, 1 reception for 25 yards. A little disappointing here. Leave it at that. DeAndre Carter, 2 for 16. Yeah, not much. Michelle, 3 for 16. He caught a first down. That was good. McKitty, not really doing anything. Look, we got Herbert. He's gonna make our receivers look good, and our receivers are gonna help him out. I would just say, our passing offense gets, I would say, at least an A- for today. Get at least an A- for today. It was just good. Had a good day. I'm gonna mention this fumbles. DeAndre Carter fumbled the kickoff almost. That really let the Texans back in. That was a horrible fumble. And I just want to see us do touchbacks every kickoff. We haven't shown that we can return the kicks past the 25. Just do the touchback, you know. So yeah, that was disappointing, but you know, again, we got the win, so let's not dwell on it. Let's, you know, hope that the players learn, DeAndre Carter learns, doesn't do that. Let's just take those touchbacks, you know. Okay, defense. Drew Tranquil again at the top. I remember last week he was at the top. 11 tackles, 6 solo, and 1 QB hit. Yeah, he was there the whole game. He was hitting, he was rushing the inside. I was a little critical of him in the offseason before the season started. I thought he was soft, but you know what? He's doing pretty good. He's doing pretty good. I'm not saying he's a stud, but 11 tackles in a game? Yeah, that's a lot. You got to take your hat off to him. Good job, Drew Tranquil. Derwin James, 6 tackles only, 2 pass deflections. So that's good. Again, you know, Derwin, he made some good tackles. So not much to say here. You expect Derwin to perform because he's such an elite player. It is what it is. Asante Samuel, 5 tackles, tackle for loss, almost had a pick. Yeah, good on Asante Samuel. He gave up a touchdown, but you know, that's the life of a cornerback. Kenneth Murray, 5 tackles, tackle for loss. He did good too. You know, they're rushing the inside, shooting the gaps, trying to blow the play up. I like that aggressiveness. I appreciate aggressiveness. I appreciate hitting. I appreciate physicality, and yeah, I think they did a pretty decent job today. You know, give it that it was the Texans, not the greatest team, but that's what you like to see. That's the effort. That's the scheme that I like, at least personally. So, Nasir Adderley, he had an interception, but he did give up that long run. I would like to see him, you know, make that tackle there, and it would have. That long run really gave them momentum to jump back into the game. That massive touchdown run looked a lot like the one from last week against the Jaguars. Okay, Bryce Callahan got a pick. Good for him. He's a damn good corner, 3rd string corner, whatever. He's good. Austin Johnson, Khalil Mack got a sack. Morgan Fox, I think he got a sack. He was looking good. Tillery even got a sack. He got a sack fumble. That was the best play I've seen Tillery make in a long time. I don't want to, you know, I'm trying not to go with the crowd, you know, just be with the crowd of Chargers fans and just agreeing with what everyone says, even though a lot of times the truth is the truth, and, you know, people, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, Jerry Tillery, I don't think he's very good, but at least as a backup player, maybe as a depth, I don't know, but you give it to him, you know, give it to him. He had a sack, he had a forced fumble. It almost changed the game right there. I don't know how we didn't get that fumble, but yeah, it is what it is. J.C. Jackson looking a little concerning. I'm not gonna freak out or make any crazy statements on him. I think he's just getting accustomed to the game, to our team, and to playing again in general. I think he's gonna come back. He's a great player, obviously. You know, his stats speak for itself. So yeah, wait for him to come back. And yeah, that's about it. Oh, Chris Rumph at the bottom again. I'm not gonna praise Chris Rumph, really. I think he maybe was disruptive in there today, but 1 tackle, dude. 1 tackle. Not good enough, Chris Rumph. You need to step it up, bro. You are the weak spot on that defensive line, I think, and I think someone could replace you relatively easy. Not super easy. I understand you're an NFL player, but yeah, Chris Rumph. I think we're asking a little bit more of you, but you know, we got the win, so whatever. And yeah, that's about it. So yeah, overall, we got the win. I would have liked to see us really dominate and never let it get that close in the end. But it was good to see us clutch up at the end, you know, become on that one of the pretty much the last drive. We knew that we needed to have it. We needed to score. We didn't want to just give it back to them, 3-point game or maybe a 6-point game if we kicked the field goal. We wanted to kill them with the touchdown. We had the 4th down play in there, which was absolutely crucial. It could have just changed everything. And we got it. So we're on the winning end of things this week, so let's be happy about it. But just realize that it wasn't we were dominant for the most part, but overall, we could have lost this game, just like the Raiders game. And we need to get better, I feel like we have the talent to be a great team once we put everything together, but we just got to do it. So just put it together for all 4 quarters, and yeah, that's pretty much it. We're 2-2. The whole season is in front of us. It was scary last week. That was a big bump in the road. But we're looking like we're back on track. I mean, it was the Texans, not a very good team, but we'll take the win, take the confidence boost, go into next week. Hopefully we build on this. Hopefully our rush game gets even better. Defense, hopefully we get more in tune with, the talent that we have, reaching our potential, dominating more. And I really think we can do it. And so at the end of the day, like I've said, if we don't make the playoffs, we got to fire Tom Telesco. If we start winning games, we're not really going to say that very much. And but at the end of the day, it is what it is. This guy needs to make the playoffs this year. He needs to make the playoffs this year to keep his job. I don't care if we barely miss it again. It is what it is. I think we have a good enough team. It's not the best. Could be better. Has some flaws, but it's pretty good. It's a pretty good team, and I think anything's possible, especially with Justin Herbert. So I'm hoping to build on this win, get better, learn from our mistakes, and next time we have a lead like that, I don't ever want to get below a 1-score lead. We had the lead the entire game here. Next time this happens, I don't want to drop below a 1-score game. I want to keep it 2-score games the whole entire time and just freaking finish it. I would love to see that. That's what we all want to see. So anyways, it's a happy day, happy week. We won 2-2. Anything is possible. So let's be happy. Let's rejoice and hope to improve. All right, Chargers Truther out. I know I didn't drink much of this beer, but Chargers Truther out. Thank you.